got thistles in my pants, and today I just had my ass smacked and handed back to me by the sun. And all I could think about the whole time was spiritual arrogance, and that's what I'm here to talk about right now. It was earlier this spring that I journaled about it, and then on my computer there just happened to pop up a document titled Spiritual Arrogance, where I just rambled, journaled there. So I feel like I'm prompted in some sense to address it. And I think that's a good thing, right? As a person who puts spiritual content onto the internet, I think it's something that I should be mindful of. So this is for me to get it straight what we're doing here, okay? Oh man. Now, arrogance, what is it? To the core of arrogance is insecurity. You know, arrogance is a mask that I wear, that we wear, you know, to cover up things that we feel sensitive about. You know, things about ourselves or things that we just don't know. And how that relates to spiritual things is, you know, being adamant, like, I know a thing, you know, and my belief system, my practice, that's the best thing. Like, you need to do that, right? And it's a shame because arrogance, like, it causes you to be constricted, restricted, right? When you know a thing, you're not open to other things, right? And there's a certain power that comes when you can admit at all times that perhaps you don't know, right? So anyways, spiritual arrogance, again, is like doggedly being like, this is it. My way's better. This is the only fucking way. And that's not how I want to be here. Because the wavelength that I am on is that it is all true. Every bit of it. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, all the weird little witchy girls doing witchy stuff, freaking the atheists even. It's all right. Right? It's about what's finding what is good and true and right for you. For me. I think that we as peoples just come here to unravel like our own little karmic burdens, to deal with things, to learn lessons. And what those particular things, like what it takes to learn those things, is going to be highly variable and different for everybody. Okay, and as a person who makes spiritual content, it is not my business to tell anyone what is good and true for them. Right? What I'm doing here is trying to unravel my own things and share it, and if it's useful for somebody else, it is useful. That's what I'm doing here, okay? This is my reminder. You know, I'm all about, check it all out, right? Because, you know, I think that there are things that you experienced in past lives, things that I've experienced in past lives, things that I have learned that could be useful here, but it's you sort of forgotten about it. So like study everything and find what snaps and clicks in for you. Right? Like I'm just an Idaho redneck girl in this life. Raised a freaking heathen, like I wasn't even a Christian or anything, like, but my soul has inhabited many other vessels. Different colors, you know, sizes, shapes, whatnot. You know, I've existed in different times and geographical locations, and I've learned lots of lessons, right? And it's like there's things that you can remember as you study these other things, right? Check it all out, but make sure that, like, you know, you're respectful of whatever it is that you're learning. You know, like, for example, I freaking love Native stuff, Native American lore. Like, I I love the star stories that tie the universe to the land, because that's one of my things, is just Earth. I love it. I love the animal archetypes and the stories associated with that. I love that, right? But in this life, I am not Native American. My great-grandmother was. But none of that melanin and none of that culture reached me, for the simple fact that it was like the more dominant part of my lineage that destroyed that. So it's like, when you consume material that is like, this is for me, when I consume material that is native, I want to make sure it comes from native authors. And, you know, when I look at native art, I want to make sure it comes from, you know, native creators, that type of thing. And making sure that like each tribe has its own particulars, making sure you're honoring those things and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where I'm at this point in the video. The point is explore, be respectful, find what's good and true for you. And I am not here to tell anybody how to be. I'm here to unravel the mysteries within myself and share it. And hopefully it's meaningful to people out there. So anyways, toodles!